What is going on, everyone? Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. Excited to offer you guys, as usual, a beautiful Cherokee XJ. Now, this Cherokee just got to us over the weekend while we were closed. It got transported in. Today is Monday. You were seeing this Jeep first and foremost in the exact condition we received it. So we haven't done any reconditioning, and you will see that this is probably one of the nicer Jeeps that we've had in, excluding our restored Jeeps, in a very, very long time. So for the Jeep itself, this is a 98 Cherokee, two-door obviously, sport trim, but it has some very, very unusual features and equipment. And I've been doing this as the owner of Davis Autosports for 15 years with my company. But before I started this company, essentially I've been invested in the XJ since 1997. And this is probably one of the most rare overall packages. Not saying there's not another one out there, but I'll tell you why I say that. It's a two-door, obviously, that's pretty rare. Power windows, power mirrors, power locks, that's somewhat rare, not a big deal. Power driver's seat, which all of the components work. It has a all-wheel drive MP242 transfer case, limited slip differential, ABS brakes, overhead center console, and cruise control. So very, very unusual equipment on this. We'll go over more of that later on in the video. So I'm going to do a walk around, and also we're going to offer this Jeep in 3 different ways. And I'll go over a majority of those options here in this video, but you're going to want to go to our website at davisautosports.com so you can get all the details on all 3 of the options. Keep in mind, as we walk around this Jeep, we have not touched it. We haven't paint corrected it. We haven't detailed it. This is exactly how we got it in, and it is absolutely a top tier Cherokee. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful paint. If I didn't mention earlier, this Jeep is a 98 with 83,000 original miles. It's a 2-owner, Carfax certified, guaranteed vehicle. Flawless history, flawless Carfax, clean and clear title. And for the miles, honestly, probably top 1% of Cherokees that we've ever got in, considering the mileage. Belt moldings are in great condition. All the trim around the windows, beautiful condition. Absolutely garage kept without a doubt. Wheels in great condition. I mean, if this thing showed 20 or 30,000 miles on the odometer, you would not argue with it. And as mentioned, this is exactly how we got this truck in. Usually, these are factory lug nuts. I can tell by the way they look, and as far as the design and the cap part. And just look how clean and nice they are. Just absolutely nearly impeccable Cherokee. This Jeep has also been extremely well serviced. We have not had a chance to run this through the shop, but I had personally spent about an hour and a half with this Jeep. I went over it engine wise, as far as visual, looked at all the seals, gaskets. I put probably 15-20 miles on it, went through all the four-wheel drive systems, the AC systems, the power systems, cruise control, all that stuff. And this thing literally is absolutely amazing, and we'll get into some more details later in the video. You do not find Cherokees this clean. I'll show you guys the engine bay here in a moment. Seal around the glass is in great condition. Look at this, you can still see residue of wax from the previous owner, and that is wax, by the way. But I mean, very few owners wax their roof. This rack's, the sliding rack's in great condition. So in a nutshell, we're going to offer this in 3 different options. Option 1 is you are buying this Jeep the exact way you see it in this video. And I'm going to go over all the mechanical stuff in this video as well. So you're buying it just the way you see it, which is a great opportunity to buy a Jeep from us that we haven't spent time and money into, which you're going to have to pay more than that, obviously, for us to do all of our servicing, because you know, we can't do that stuff for free. So this Jeep is a Jeep that I would easily put a family member in just the way it is. Now, if you're looking for an absolute top tier Jeep, I really think this is as close as you're going to get without us having to do additional work to it. So option 1 is buying it the way it is. Option 2 is buying it in stock form, meaning no upgrades or suspension packages or anything like that. However, replacing some components that, in my opinion, for it to be an absolute turnkey, top tier, like no questions asked Jeep, enjoy for years without doing anything, there's a few things I would like to see done to the Jeep itself. I would like to see the rear leaf springs replaced with a factory OEM spec set, front shocks. The front steering is all done. It's recently had a new track bar, tie rod bar, drag link bar with all the ends to all those as well. So the front steering probably at some point had typical Jeep issues, and all that's been replaced, and it has no steering issues whatsoever. So that saves a lot of money right there. Also, it has a recently new valve cover. Now, it has a slight seepage leak coming from the rear main seal, which about all these Jeeps do. And that's not to say that it wasn't done. It's just that a lot of mechanics that do it, it continues to leak after they do it. I don't want to say they don't know what they're doing, but so I'm going to finish inspecting this and make sure option 2, you see all the details. In addition to that, it includes some interior work that we may do. Another thing that I may have not mentioned about how rare this Jeep is, it does have the overhead center console with the fuel mileage, the temperature, all that stuff, and all that works perfectly. So very, very unique rig right here. Option 3 is going to be our full stage 2 package, which on this Jeep would just look absolutely killer. I really wanted to do it myself, but we're so busy in the shop right now that I didn't do it, and I wanted to get this Jeep online right away. And also, if this Jeep doesn't sell, we're closing in, today is October 23rd. It's probably going to go online on the 24th. If this Jeep does not sell in 3 weeks, we are going to do option 3, full stage 2 package, which is a full 3-inch lift. We're going to upgrade the steering, new brakes, new wheels, new tires, appropriate size, all seals, all gaskets, everything else. Another thing to note is that the front and rear differential on this Jeep has also recently been serviced. But part of our stage 2 package, we're going to end up this trim. I can tell the previous owner, he did a good job. He did paint it, and he actually did a fairly good job. However, with that said, there's a couple pieces that are coming loose from the body, not all of them, but in option 1, you would be buying it just the way this is. What we do on our stage 2s is we remove the flares, we remove the trim, we finish that in a black Kevlar, which is much more durable than any sort of paint. And we have our own secret method of reapplying this, and it will not come off. If you pull it off, you're gonna pull the door off. And this is all common stuff on original Cherokees. So keep that in mind if you're buying this on option 1, just the way it is. Now option 2, when we start to glorify it a little bit, we can also take care of that sort of stuff as well. And those are our main options that we offer on our Jeeps like this that are sort of pre-listings. So let's get into the interior, because the interior, and we took the door sills off just to show you guys. So we took these off. This is one thing I inspect for. And just check out how clean all that is. Super clean. Put that on the right way, Jonathan. Door panels, very, very clean. Carpets, very clean. Seats, extremely clean. No rips in any of the vinyl. Three keys and the remotes. That's another thing that's pretty rare about this, keyless entry. Also, the CD player from the factory as well. It's not the Infinity sound system, but it does have the upgraded CD player. That's one of the things that's pretty rare on this rig as well. Overhead center console, which works perfect. I'll show you as we drive it. Carpets, very, very clean. Seats are in excellent condition. Full-size spare with limited slip differential. If you're buying it the way it is, that center console is going to stay like that. This starts to, the foam starts to break down, and it sort of has that look to it. With option 2 or option 3, we're going to pull that and redo it, make it look as new as possible. Shocks for the rear gate are perfect. Common area to look very funky on these Jeeps. As you see, this thing looks absolutely perfect. The red paint is literally flawless. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful paint. Full-size spare. Carpet back here is in excellent condition. Look at these factory floor mats. These are factory mats, and they are absolutely brand new looking. They're covered with the all-weather mats. Same goes for the front. Tie downs, great condition. And this thing is just absolutely beautiful. Common rust spot right here. That's why we have these off. We do have the screws right here that go in there as well. Power seat, up, no problem. Down, forward, backwards, tilt, tilt. Look at that, absolutely amazing. bottom of the doors look brand new. Absolutely beautiful. The door panels themselves. And guys, keep in mind, we have not touched this Jeep. Cruise control, which works. You have your MP242 all-wheel drive transfer case. Let's take this thing for a drive. I'm not messing up your hood either. I have a rubber case on my phone. Get a wide shot here. Just how clean. Oh, the AC lines are very clean. Usually when they have leaks, you'll see it coming out of the fittings. Firewall, extremely clean. Look at the brake booster. I mean, it looks brand new. Usually those things are all funky. ABS. Those stickers are rarely, I mean, that sticker's been there since '98. Those are rarely on there. All the hoses, Mopar hoses in great condition. Mopar ignition in great condition. As you see, they read Mopar. See the blue valve cover gasket? It's brand new. Wheel wells, great condition. It's just, do not find them like this anymore. Beautiful rig right here. The battery was a little weak when it came off the transport truck. I don't know if he left something on, but we'll make sure to test the battery, and that's good. Oh, also, so in the listing, we're gonna have, well, we can actually do it here instead. So all the windows work exactly as they should. The AC blows ice cold, the heat works. So you have everything works exactly as it should. The lights work. Look at that hood. Beautiful, beautiful. Got the sun in our eyes, so just as we come over this hill, it'll probably go away a little bit. If I hold the phone up beyond this point, it's just going to blind you, so I'm just going to keep it here at the gauges until we get a little further down the road. What I'll do now, I'll go ahead and turn on. Let's see what we got here. We cancel that. There you go. Cruise is on. Hit the set button. My foot is off and we are cruising. I'm going to go ahead and excel. You heard it downshift as we're climbing the hill. Up to 60. we're under construction at our facility right now. As you can tell by my pants, we work on everything here at Davis Autosports, but we're actually completely redoing part of we have about a 23,000 square foot shop, and about 5,000 square foot of that is our reconditioning area where we wet sand vehicles, and we have a really phenomenal reconditioning department, and we're completely redoing our entire section. So between contractors and myself and some of the guys, we've been working hard in that part of the shop. Go ahead and turn the cruise off. Oh, cancel. There we go. Feet off, starting to slow down. This thing drives absolutely perfect. So put it in part-time, it immediately goes into part-time in the dash. Put it in full-time right away, and I can tell by the way the steering wheel's gripping on the concrete, it's definitely in. Back to part-time, back to two-wheel. Oh yeah, and it's instantly out of four-wheel drive. No clunking, no banging. Turn the AC on as well. We'll go ahead and do a pretty decent acceleration just to show you that the engine and transmission and rear and everything functions as it should. Set the cruise control. I'm gonna let this truck get ahead of us a little bit, and I'm actually gonna nail the accelerator, let this thing downshift. We are turning right now, that's why the steering wheel is turned like that. I'm gonna let him get a little bit more ahead of us. AC is blowing nice and cold. All the gauges are exactly where they should be, as well as your full tank of fuel. All right, so I'm gonna turn that off, and we're gonna go ahead and do a full acceleration. Perfect downshift. We're gonna redline it. Super smooth upshift. And then we're gonna go ahead and go pretty hard on the brakes. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Very smooth on the brakes. So what I was mentioning earlier is in the listing, we have a lot of undercarriage pictures. I'm gonna actually turn this air down, it's blowing me out. I was gonna shoot some video of it, but I'm running a little bit low on battery on my phone. Make sure to go to our website. The undercarriage on this thing's absolutely beautiful. Still has a ton of the factory undercoat on it. Very, very clean. Very, very nice Jeep. If you're viewing this on YouTube, we're going to have on our website the pricing, all the different options, a lot more information. So make sure to go there and check us out. Thanks for viewing. Hope you guys have a great day.